Hey, you guys, this is Rashawn Ellis for News, Views, and Conversations. I just want to pop in again today and give you another video. I wanted to talk about Trump, our usual, because he won't stay out of the news. He gives us something to constantly talk about. Of course, he has gotten suited and booted in his new position again for a second time as the President of the United States. It is really, it's just really wow. I really feel like I have lost a lot of, what else can I say at this point? But I want to bring to you today a video from what Willie D spoke about. A lot of what we're seeing, a lot of people that voted for him, they are definitely not getting what they voted for. As I go back in my mind, like, okay, what did he say he was running on? And everything that he said he was running on, we are not seeing that. We are seeing him trying to go against our allies, not only go against our allies, go against the people of the United States, whether they were born here or not born here. He's fighting, the people here, fighting us, and fighting other countries abroad that are not, of course, they're just allies. It's a mess. It's a mess, down to seeing him pardon the January Sixers that helped, savage the Capitol, desecrated, so much disrespect. Um, Also, from what I'm understanding, when he released his cryptocurrency for him and his wife, he's made zillions and trillions of dollars, but the people that put in their money, they didn't get what they thought. Again, Trump supporters, diehard supporters, they won't leave this man alone. They don't understand that he is not working in their benefit. He's only working to enrich himself and enrich his friends and his cronies. Of course, we also understand that Vivek Ramaswamy was fired, of course, after he made those comments and told him what he really thought. It's a whole list of things going on here. They are still, I believe, trying to release the DOJ report as it relates to him. And that's the thing that I find to be so funny. He's trying to make it where they don't release any reports about him, but you're trying to release a report about JFK and Martin Luther King. Well, please release the Epstein files. If you're going to release anything, please release that because you're not telling everything. You're in position to cover yourself and release information about others. This guy is a piece of work. Other things that have come up about possibly the election could have been rigged. Of course, we're still, not getting like concrete information on it as of yet, but a lot of people are scratching their head and really starting to wonder and ponder what is going on here. Also, he has begun the deportations of immigrants. From what I'm understanding, a lot of the immigrants are not criminals. They are regular working people, which is what a lot of us already understand and know. You're trying to get rid of the people that actually work and add to this country. Everybody is not a criminal. So we're also on that as well. From what I understand, he actually was trying to get someone detained that was in Chicago. They are a veteran of the United States, and they are a citizen, based off of them having their immigration rights to be here in this country. But because the person was not white, that's why they were challenged. So this looks like this is really turning into something where you are bothering the people that have worked to help build this country and add to the United States as well. I'm also hearing things about he's also wanting to take United States citizens that are in jail, incarcerated. He's planning to not only take the immigrants that are supposed to be criminals, he's planning to take them and United States citizens that are incarcerated. He's planning to take them to Guantanamo Bay. So here we are again. He's planning to take them to the place where they take the terrorists. From what I understand, I got a lot more research and digging to do because this week has been really very crazy to just sit here and take in all this information to try to come back and just give you what I'm hearing. And I know you guys have been hearing in other places, but I always like to show up and give you my spin on what I'm seeing. So outside of that, deportations, also, he has tried to put a freeze on the benefits for a lot of people that get Section 8, SNAP benefits, food stamps, whatever financials that people are getting, to help their families, veterans benefits. This guy is literally a piece of work. I mean, he has pretty much just really done a whole onslaught. And a lot of people would say, of course, is what I've always understood it to be as well. He is a full blown traitor. That's what we're dealing with here. He is a full blown traitor. How do you unleash a war on your own country? How do you unleash a war on your own people? Well, we all know we're not all your people because we are Black, of course, but The funny part is the people that thought they were your people, the white people, they're even getting a piece of this work as well. So everybody getting a piece of the action down to the DEI, which is not all about blacks. It is definitely about whites, any people, anybody that's from other countries that have come here to, get certain opportunities. And of course, in that, blacks have been, been added to that as well, but it was never started for us. It was started for white women, from what I understand. I got some more digging to do on that as well. So it's just a lot that this guy has been, bringing forth, what he's been doing, what he plans to do. Today is February 1st, and he has went ahead and unleashed as far as the tariffs, tariffing Canada, Mexico, Canada and Mexico, and I believe a little bit on China. I think he's only going to do 10% on China, 25% on Canada, and 25% on Mexico. Um, we got to see how the rest of this plays out. So he's really trying to be unreal here. I mean, I always say in situations like this, the people, we are the collateral damage. We're here. We're in the middle of this. Of course, the ones that voted for this is what we're dealing with. They just didn't think that they were going to be a part of it. Well, of course, now they're seeing that they are going to be a part of this in more ways than one. They didn't understand and they didn't know what they were voting for. And now that you see, he is not even your friend and you're the same color he is. So, what does that say? That pretty much says that he's not worried about any of you, whatever color you are, he's following those that have the money. And that's what he's about. He is a malignant narcissist. He is about the money, and that's where he goes. That's how this all works. He was never anyone's friend. But anyway, I just want to come in and give you the information today. We have so much more to see. Also, want to mention the plane crashes that happened in DC, and there was another one that happened in Philadelphia. From what I'm understanding, he has also fired a lot of top people in the DOJ, but he has also fired a lot of top people in TSA that have a lot to do with the aviation. And they're pretty much saying this is why chances are that those airplane crashes took place and happened because they have been short staffed. They didn't have certain people in place like they did before. And because of him doing what he's doing, this is why we're watching all these battles and crazy things begin to take place. We're pretty much going to be battling for the soul of our country, for the very thing that the United States stand for. In other countries, they have to do the same thing. They're going to have to battle and stand up for what they believe in and what they stand for. You can't let someone like this come in and, do what he wants to do and think that, this is going to be our life and you're going to be propped up rich with all your funds and all your money and your kids are going to be well off. Well, what about our kids? What about our families? We're all people, we all bleed red. So you're not any better than us. So again, you guys, like I said, we got a lot to see here in the next 4 years. We're going to continue to stay tuned. I know sometimes a lot of my friends have said, it's very overwhelming to take in this information. Yeah, it is. I have my days to where I take my breaks as well, but I'm too nosy to sit down. I'm too nosy to not know what's going on. So I'm going to go back again after I take my break and take my rest. I'm going to come back again and give you the rest of what I'm finding out because that's my job to do so. And I continue to say, in every election, and even in between, the terms where we have to come out and vote again, please show up and vote. Please take it seriously. Please go out and do your research, do your due diligence in finding out who these people are. Really find out their motives for wanting to get into position to be over us and tell us what to do. And they're not following the rules. I mean, it pretty much looks like he is making laws and breaking laws. And so have a lot of his cronies over time for a very long time. Some of them have gotten old and withered up in their positions because they refuse to leave, even when they can't talk at times. Show up to vote, take it seriously. Don't just go by, what people tell you. Don't just take my word for it. Go research and learn about these people for yourself so you know what their motives are. So that way we won't have too many times where we got to sit here and just be completely just like bummed by what we're seeing. And we got to sit here and wait 4 more years to try to do something about it. And to add insult to injury, he wants to try to amend the Constitution so that he can stand there for a third term. And we know we don't want that. So definitely stay tuned, stay engaged. They tell us not to stay woke, but we are. Continue to stay focused on everything, that's going on around you so that you know how to block it from happening to you and your family and to everybody else's family. We're in this thing together. It's not just about one person, it's about all of us and our allies. While he's battling us, he's battling our allies. In my mind, I'm like, okay, you got to get tired at some point. You got to get tired because you can't fight everybody. You can't go start tariff wars or physical wars and then battle the people in your country. You're really asking for it here. You're doing too much, too soon, too fast. This is a lot, for all of us to take in. But as I continue to say, stay engaged. When it's time to vote, show up, learn about your government, learn about your world, learn about all the things that are going on around you so that you know how it affects you. And don't just sit here and think that whatever happens in Ukraine doesn't affect you. Whatever happens in these other foreign countries doesn't affect you. Whatever's happening over there, it definitely affects you here. It may not seem like it, but as we're sitting here watch all this stuff take shape again, what is affecting Ukraine is now affecting us. Why? You might as well say he's allies with Trump is allies with Putin. And he's trying to be friends with the other guy in China. So he is not for us. He is literally a traitor. So that's why all that I'm giving you, all that I'm explaining to you and saying to you is very important for you to take it in. Don't just sit here and keep thinking that we live in a world to where they're over there. We're over here. It doesn't affect us. Yes, it does. So stay tuned, stay vigilant, stay watchful of what's going on. Show up at the polls to, vote for your voice to definitely be heard. And, continue to be safe. Be careful when we're out. Be watchful. Stand guard. Protect yourselves. Protect your families. If you're ever put in any situations to where you would have to, don't let nobody just come and, try to run up on you and do you anything because that's not what we're about. But if you have to, cover yourself, make sure you do that because I'm sure other people will do that as well if it were them. Just want to keep everybody as vigilant as how I am. I like to always make sure I'm on my toes. And we all need to make sure that we're on our toes because we know what type of times that we're living in. From months ago, I think well, not months ago, but like last month when November, we found out that he was going to be the president, the text messages that came out about reporting to the nearest slave plantation, just different things that we've heard about our own people coming up missing, and then they find them how they find them. We already understand what that means. So just all of this here and all of this rhetoric that comes from him leads to those types of situations because you have people that are in support of him, and a lot of them actually voted for him because they want to see him do harm to the blacks, us, my people. They voted for him because they want to see him do dirty stuff. Well, now a lot of them are getting the kickback now, seeing he only used you for your vote. He don't care about you either. He's with the Afrikaner, Elon Musk, because he had $277 million to help his campaign to help him get in. So now he's not even for the white brothers and sisters. Well, the ones that are not that are the ones that are racist, he had them tricked. But the ones that are decent, they're not for none of this foolish. So you got the decent white people, and then you have the racist white people, the white supremacy ones. He tricked them good. And a lot of them are in the red states that they thought that he was so down for them, and now they're seeing for themselves, he has nothing for you. He's following the Afrikaner Elon Musk with $277 million. So that means right there, he is two-faced and he's going where the money is going. And as I said before, if you have that much money, he will follow you too. He is not anybody's friend. Everybody's seeing this on the world stage. And I just really hate that it looks like the United States has allowed this. I would say he should have never been allowed to run. But here we are, anyways. So with all of that said, I know I've said a whole mouthful. Just continue to stay engaged, stay on top of things, always vote, always show up no matter what, even though it feels like we have been defeated in a major way. God always shows up and shows out, and God never sleeps. And we have to stand on that and continue to believe on that. And, continue to do our best to be the best that we can possibly be, and always stand for God, no matter what. No matter what is done to the Constitution, no matter what Trump does, God does not change, and he does not waver, and he does not sleep. And he always, always, always gets the last word, no matter what. So I will see you guys in the next video. Definitely check out this video with Willie D, speaking on pretty much the same subject matter that I'm speaking on. And I will see you guys in the next video.
Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Donald Trump, your president, has fired more than a dozen Justice Department lawyers who worked on his prosecution. Family, it's getting deep. Let me tell you how bad this is. First of all, it's unprecedented. Secondly, career prosecutors traditionally stay with administrations throughout their tenure, regardless of how sensitive a case may have been involving a president. Most of those fired were working under Special Counsel Jack Smith. Trump's folks say that they did not trust that those people would carry out the president's agenda faithfully. I need you to be faithful. I don't care if it's right or wrong. I need you to be faithful, boy. If you can't do that, find new employment. This is, I think this falls under retaliation. And I think a lawsuit is coming. Yeah. But, oh, wait a minute. He got rid of equal opportunity employment. He got rid of EEOC, equal employment opportunity. Yeah, man. I wonder did that fall under there? Yeah, this sounds to be a little calculating, like let's get rid of this, knock this down first, so that they won't have any get back. Interesting. Is anyone surprised? I'm not. He told y'all what he was going to do. Even in regards to the 2025 agenda. He told y'all what he would do. Well, actually, he tried to act like he didn't have anything to do with it. He tried to distance himself from the 2025 agenda, but he was very, very close to the people who came up with it. And he was totally in bed with them. And the public cannot say that they were not warned. They were warned many, many times, but people thought that shit didn't stink, so they ignored it. Among other deplorable descriptions, this administration is going to be known as the revenge administration because he's coming for everybody who was against him. Everybody. And he's using his presidential powers to do that. He's using the Oval Office to extract revenge on American citizens. He ain't caused no pain to another country yet. He ain't did nothing to none of them people on the other side yet. All of his revenge is focused on his own people. The people who he's supposed to be looking out for. Even if somebody don't vote for you as the president, you're supposed to represent everybody. Remember how they tried to hold Barack Obama to that standard? Like, you're supposed to be the president for everybody. And, Kamala even said, hey, I ain't gonna just do something for black folks. I'm gonna do something for everybody, president for everybody. Trump don't mind being the president for a few people. And I ain't talking about white people. All of y'all don't count. So, see, some of y'all kind of slow. Y'all really think that Donald Trump is riding with y'all. He's making your life even more difficult, just like he's making everybody else's life, but you caught up in the smoke and the mirrors. He don't like you either unless you can do something for him, unless you got some money, a bunch of money, and you riding with him. If you ain't got no money, you don't matter. That's right, I said it. If you ain't got money, you do not matter to Trump. Now, unless you just like seeing somebody have it all and you happy because they look like you, then fine. You ain't trying to get none for yourself, none for your family. You're not trying to have a better life and all that stuff. Fine. But if that's what you were looking for and that's why you voted for Trump, you followed the wrong person. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.